So this is our last segment that we're going to record the RTC, the Reformer Trapeze Combination, frequently referred to as the RTC, or the Cadillac, because it has all the bells and whistles and the numerous variety of exercises that you can do on it. So you notice that the RTC has a closed in here with the push-through bar. We're going to do some teaser exercises today and some upper body exercises using this push-through bar. But this simulates in the group studio what we would do on our springboard. So any of the exercises that we do in the group studio on our springboard, we could transition those into the closed end of the RTC by attaching springs either from above or from below. The open end, and this is the closed end of the Cadillac, the open end of the RTC allows us to do other exercises like inversions where we need to have free space for the head, the arms, the legs to lift and lower and to even walk up and over the rungs. So I'm going to start with Kristen today, and we're actually going to start with our teaser. So go ahead and lie down. Oh, and the other thing that I didn't mention, underneath here is a full reformer. So if we were using this for a reformer workout, we would take these pads off. This converts completely to a reformer underneath. One of the other things about this, you notice that the height is higher than the low reformers in the studio. There's a therapeutic quality to this. So if someone had mobility issues for whatever reason, they're recovering from an injury or surgery, and getting up and down off the floor is hard for them, this higher height allows them to just literally sit on the reformer, swing their legs around, and do all of the exercises that they would do on a regular reformer, but with this higher height, giving them the assistance that they would need. So we're going to go ahead and start with our teaser with Kristen. So we're starting with the springs from above. She's going to reach up and pull that bar down. Bringing her arms in line with her elbows. She's going to press back away from her head. Perfect. Lifting up, coming into a V-sit and lifting her legs off. Good job. And lower all the way back and down again. Arms are in line with the shoulders. Again, we're going to sweep forward. Lifting up, coming into that beautiful V, and lower all the way back and down. Perfect. Now this time we're going to add on at the top of the movement, we're going to have her do 3 little chest presses. Lift up, hold that teaser, and you're going to bend and straighten the elbow. Perfect. 2. Good job. And last one. Pausing here. Lower all the way back and down. And I'm just going to grab this bar and allow you to come from underneath it. Perfect. So we're heading into Swan now. I'm going to have her lie on her tummy. Let me go ahead and bring this all the way up and out of the way. Perfect. Now you're going to reach up and grab this bar, pull it down. Perfect. Extend your arms, adjust yourself so that your arms are completely straight. Extend your legs behind you. Your feet are going to be plantar flexed just as they are. From here, you're hovering just off of the mat. You're going to lift yourself up into that swan. Perfect. And lower back and down. Again, lifting the torso, coming into that swan. Good job. And lower back and down. One last time. Perfect. And come all the way down. I'm going to grab this bar, let you scoot yourself all the way back. Perfect. And we're going to transition our springs now. So we're going to do some exercises from below. I'm going to take this top red spring off. Perfect. And we want to be safe. Anytime you're working with the springs from below, you want to attach the safety strap. Before you put the spring on, but also you want the safety strap to always be attached because your spring tension is coming from below. And notice how I have to pull the spring up to attach it. So this bar is now weighted. Without this safety strap on, if for some reason my client was tired or they had a cramp or something, and if they let this bar go when it was in the pushed up position, it would fall down. Without this safety strap, it could fall down and just land on their body or on their face. So anytime you're working with the springs from below, we always have our safety strap attached here. We're going to do some chest presses here. So I'm going to have Kristen come back onto the bed of the carriage. She's going to bring her hands on that push-through bar. Her knees are going to be bent. Her feet are planted on the floor. She's going to bend and straighten her elbows. Giving me 4 little chest presses here. Perfect. 2 more. Good job. And the last one. Perfect. Go ahead and scoot yourself away. Coming out of there. I'm going to take this red spring off. We're going to transition now and do some exercises with our lower body using the open end of the Cadillac. Just going to take this down and get this push-through bar just out of our way. We're going to bring our fuzzy straps down. We're going to do something that's called half hanging. So I'm going to stretch out her back here a little bit. Perfect. I'm going to climb onto the carriage too to help her get into position for this movement. Kristen is pretty tall, so this movement is a little bit easier for her to get into. For some clients who are a little bit shorter, we might use a box to help them get into position, but she's pretty tall, so it's easier for her to get into this position. You're gonna bring your foot into the fuzzy straps, and you're gonna externally rotate your foot. Perfect. Now pausing here, and you're just gonna let your hips lift off the carriage. So we're basically just hanging and stretching the back here. And we'll just hold this. Normally we do it for about 30 seconds, maybe 60 seconds in a client session. We're just gonna do it for a few seconds today, just for the demonstration. Perfect. And go ahead and bring one foot out. Good job. And bring the second foot out. And lower yourself all the way down. Perfect. I'm gonna bring those fuzzy straps back. And then we're going to do one last exercise here with our trapeze bar. So let me grab that. And I'm going to give you 2 sticky pads. We're going to bring those up and place them on our railings because we're going to be hanging from the top. And we're going to use those sticky pads to cushion our hands. I'm going to connect the trapeze. I'm going to give you this side and let you connect it. Check to make sure this is tight and in place. Perfect. Now go ahead and come up onto the reformer and just lift your leg up just to see that we have it. Yep, we have it at the proper height. Bring both legs into the trapeze. You're hanging, and we're just going to pull up for 4 and 3. So we're doing 3 little pull-ups here. 2. Good job. And the last one. Bring it all the way down. Step one foot out, step the other foot out. And that completes our exercises on the RTC.